Shorty know a way around the storm, making hits with Hit Boy. All he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me. I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game between our visitors. The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. And this will not be... It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was that we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Now Burrow on first down. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes your game plan for that offensively, you want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll check this one down to Taylor. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. The 20. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education.
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lewis Seen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll run here with the Saints, Alvin Kamara. And some space here. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for the touchdown. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And connecting here with D.J. Chark. Touchdown! D.J. Chark, 47 yards. And the AFC able to cut it to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
First down. Here's Burrow. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the AFC has taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. The AFC out to kick it away as they send this one in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their...
He's got him in! Complete!
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the NFC has retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Here's Kamara on the read option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Right side to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. George Kittle from 10 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The AFC offense set to take their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A give for Taylor running right side. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete here to Waller.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Burrow will throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the AFC able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're saying. If you're the defensive coordinator,
not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're in the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers.
Hurts throw pulled in by Kittle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
From the 38, Hurts. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Burrow's throw caught here by Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here we go. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. There he goes left side. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Justin Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Wouldn't be
taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you threw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Devin Bush leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Jamison Williams, 29 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The AFC offense set to take their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they go play action now. Burrow. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now Burrow on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Give that sack to the Kobe Dean. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Quiddy Pay with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. The AFC out to kick off as they send this one away. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Hurts throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Now, this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play for the NFC. 42 yards. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Kamara. He is going nowhere in a hurry, as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC.
Justin Jefferson
from 4 yards out. And the NFC just continuing to pour it on.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Darren Stingley picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Steps away to his left.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. First throw now for the backup Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Justin Jefferson from 21 yards away. And the NFC stretching that lead out even a bit further. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Kamara up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To the air again, Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Burrow on play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis, and he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a single caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense for the AFC set to go now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 24, Burrow. Open man right side is Sharp. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Burrow. That's once again complete to Chark. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And Burrow going to throw again. And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Burrow going for it on fourth.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he is going to have enough for an AFC first down. So how about that? They risk it on fourth down, and they're rewarded. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. On the move past the 40.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had